Hello, chào mọi người nha. Hello guys. Chào tất cả mọi người. Hello. Hello everyone. Just training. Hello, chào tất cả mọi người nha. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Some of you waking up early. Chào tất cả mọi người. Hello. One more set. Right now, just doing some hanging on the pull-up and do a few pull-ups here and there. Try to pump my muscles up again. Hasn't been working out that much lately. So lâu quá mình cũng không tập mấy giờ đơn này. Lâu hết rồi. Vài ba cái cũng hơi quải. Alright guys. So whatever you do in training, martial art, whatever, you gotta have like strength, of course, into your punch and all that, right? You have to have forearm strength, and of course you gotta have like a little bit of muscles. Alright. Thì khi mà chúng ta tập luyện thì chúng ta cũng phải có một tí xíu thể lực để cho những cái cú đấm, cú đá, cú đỡ của mình có lực mạnh hơn, và mình có thể tập luyện võ thực hay là các môn thể thao gì nó mạnh khỏe hơn, nó hiệu quả hơn. Alright. Second one. One more. Usually once I'm done like this, I'm gonna hang it for a bit. Sau khi hít xong thì mình cố gắng giữ lại cho tay mình nó mỏi, vai mình nó mỏi thiệt mỏi. Tới chừng nào mà giữ không được thôi, xong tự động thả xuống không. I think something wrong with the Wi-Fi here. Hello guys, how are you? Good morning. What's up, Marco? Good training. Strong, yeah. Training for just basically training to get fit. Been too much bubblers. So This one training with the bar. I think training with the bar is one of the hardest things for a lot of us, especially beginners, because we're not used to pulling our whole body up. Thường thì khi mình tập luyện những cái này thì nó hơi khó hơn chút, nhất là những bạn mà mới tập luyện đó, mình không có thể nào mà hít thở người mình lên, hết con người mình lên được, cho nên nó khó cái phần đó. Cho nên là lúc mới đầu tập thì có người nâng đỡ mình lên, hay là mình đứng cái ghế, hoặc là có cái sợi dây thun đó nó trợ lực của mình. Nhưng mà trường hợp thì mình hít cũng một thời gian, có khi từ nhỏ đến lớn, nhưng mà có khi mình cũng có nghỉ dài 3 năm, hít lại nó cũng khó thiệt. Cố gắng tập luyện. Yeah, so alright, let's go. Working on the abs, abdominal. Thường thì mấy bạn tập cơ bụng thì co cơ bụng mình lên giữ khoảng tầm vài 3 giây. This one I'm working on my lower abdominals and try to hold it there for a few seconds and then down and then up. That is tough. Now the tough thing is like when you're holding to the bar, you don't have to anything to hold on, and your fingers get like this callus, right? So if you guys not use it, wear a glove. Khi các bạn mà không có tập quen á, thì cái tay mình nắm mấy cây sắt này nó chai hết nó cứng hết Nếu bạn không muốn tay mình chai thì hãy nên đeo cái bao tay để hít ha. Anh thì không chuyên về gì hết, có tí xíu dình sưng, tí xíu MMA, rồi tí xíu taekwondo, và các môn võ công phu khác nhau, chứ không chuyên về một cái gì hết, rồi thể dục thể thao nữa. Yeah. Alright. So sometimes I do like that and I stretch out my back, just swinging back and forth. I just hold it and go up there, just hang in there, and then I swing like this. Now sometimes this exercise is good for your lower back, your upper back, your shoulder. Just stretch out all the muscle, just hanging as long as you can. Khi mình đu vậy thì nói tóm lại là vai, lưng dưới, lưng chân của mình làm cho nó giãn ra. Đau quá, hurt like hell. Lots of callus. So if I keep on grabbing like this, I'm gonna build callus again, right? Making the palm very, the grip. How old are you right now, Tech Wallet? If you like, to wanna like maybe 1 or 2 inch, you may be able to make it. Swimming is good. You can do swimming, freestyle swimming. That's one of the sports or exercise you can do. And the other one, of course, like I just did, I hang on the thing, on the chin-up bar, and hanging myself there. So as you can see, you can hang in there for like 10, 20, 30 seconds, and then you increase it, right? Those are the 2 things right now that you can work out, you can try for, especially the swimming, where you're stroking, you're reaching, a lot of reaching, right? And swim, so that will help improve your height, right? You don't want to lift a lot of heavy weight, okay? So it's best if you want to increase your height, just use your body weight is best. Or you can do like small weights with lots of repetition, that's fine. But don't do like super heavy weight like bench press, like 80 kilos or 100 kilos. And it's also depend on how how much you weigh, right? How is your height and how's your weight? Compare that, then you can do certain type of training that will help increase your height. But I wouldn't recommend lifting, especially you standing and you try to push a lot of weight over your shoulder, right? If you want to increase height, you don't want that, right? 1 second. I'm just gonna go out here. Oh. Awesome. Okay. I hope it helps. Eventually, you do it. You try to hang like yourself up, maybe 3 or 4 sets, and each time around 20 to 30 seconds. Right. Now with the weights, right? You don't want to lift too much heavy weights, right? Like for me, like I'm like in my mid 40s, right? So I'm not gonna grow any more high, right? So it's fine. Like if you hit like maybe around 30 years old, then you can do heavy weight. But if you still at the prime age, like around 27 and down, you can lift. Yeah, you can lift heavy weight too. It's depending on your goal. But if of course if you want to increase a lot of height, then I guess you're gonna you're gonna hold back on the heavy weights, right? And you're gonna do a lot of body weights and hanging yourself on the bars and do lots of swimming. Alright. Ok thì đôi lúc thì mình cũng tập luyện xen kẽ với tạ chút đỉnh. So of course you don't want just to practice only one discipline. Like if we're focusing only like for instance form kung fu or just wooden dummy, we don't do strength training. Of course, our punches or our kicks is not gonna be as strong as people that are training with strength training. So it's all made up, guys. So sometimes I do a few reps here and there, and then I go up and I go train over my shoulders, working on my back, straight up. Now you see, most of the time I do weights, I do slowly. Lúc mình tập luyện cái này, đẩy tạ thì mình đẩy từ từ thôi, đừng có đẩy nhanh lắm. So this weight is not that heavy compared to my body weight. This one is like 20 kilos. So 20 kilos is like not much. All right, I don't want to work on too heavy weight, and I just try to do more repetitions. Okay. And of course I'll go like this. Đó, đôi lúc mình nhảy xổm về đặng cho cái cơ chân của mình, không? Thì nãy giờ mới tập cơ tay xong thì mình cũng có thể tập cơ chân, không? Cơ chân cho săn chắc. Rồi sau đó thì mình cũng có thể tập hít đất. Đó. So I will go do some push up. Okay. So you don't see me do much there, but only a few here and there. Now see all these weights? different drills. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have been there and done all of this. Pretty simple stuff, but you gotta do the work. You gotta put in the work. Okay. And then from there, I may work on my kicks a bit. Okay. See, so as you can see, working out like this would take a lot more energy out of me, right? So, chào mọi người nha. Ui, mới tập tí xíu mà ná thở luôn. Không, chứ thỉnh thoảng cũng có tập luyện chút xíu sờ MMA thôi. Chứ lúc trước thì cũng có mở câu lạc bộ MMA, nhưng mà tham gia thi đấu là bó tay. Chứ giờ 40 mấy tuổi rồi, đấu làm gì lại người ta, cho nên mình tập cho khỏe mạnh thôi. Okay, so I'm 33. Awesome. Oh, thank you very much, Bowo, thank you. I'm from Vietnam here, Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, admire, you have a great hero, Manny Pacquiao. So famous, one of the most iconic boxer in the world. So congratulate you guys on that. One of my favorite boxers. Wow. All right. Now moving on to second set. Khi mà chúng ta tập luyện vậy thì mình nghỉ ngơi thời gian khoảng tầm 1 phút đến 2 phút, xong rồi mình tập tiếp. So the way I'm training right now is sort of like interval training, where you do a few different sets, maybe of weight combined with push-ups, maybe combined with kicks and pull-up, and you do 3 or 4 exercises like that, and then you take a rest for like about 1 or 2 minutes, and then you keep going. Around 3 sets, you're gonna feel exhausted. Okay, now I'm gonna turn up. Now compared to before when I was in my prem, I work out 3 or 4 times as hard as this, but now not so much. But try to get back at least halfway there. Okay, and then I will go down to push-up. So and then I go to this. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Respect you too, my friend. Feel free. Ah, wow. Feeling exhausted. Wow. One second. So sometimes if you don't have chin-up bars, you can use the trees. Right here. You have the tree here, and you can go up, and you go with the tree, and you go chin up here. Ah, out of shape. Ah. Out of shape, guys. So, those of you still in your 30s, 30 something or younger, I wish I can be back in that age right now. But the prime time is gone. So we just try to keep whatever we can. And we won't be as strong as you guys. Ok thì coi như khi mình từng tuổi này thì tập luyện để duy trì sức khỏe thôi. Ok. Alright. Let's do a few more. Let's do one more round. So usually in my workout, I would do 3 rounds, similar exercise like that, and then we move on. So this, another one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then I go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah. And then some push-up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, I'm dead. I'm done. Gosh. If the time we go back 10 years, I would be 2 times stronger, and my stamina would be 3 or 4 times last longer. That's why you cannot beat time, guys. So use your times wisely. Totally wrong push-ups. Yeah, it could be wrong. Yeah, it could be wrong. But overall, is I try to get the repetition in and try to get my blood flowing. I'm sweating, right? Get a good workout. So sometimes the forms and everything, it won't be perfect, you know, because when you do a combination of exercise, it's sort of like high intensity training, and it's tough. Now see this kick, you also work on your abs muscle to your obliques. Now you see, sometimes I practice like that, but in other discipline, MMA, MMA fighter, MMA martial artist, or BBJ, now those guys practice like 4 times harder than me. The way you just looking at me practicing like that, that's nothing compared to those MMA fighter, UFC fighter. I have to give thumbs up for them. Pretty amazing. So if you guys have a chance, you gotta practice those disciplines because they burn a lot of energy, burn a lot of cardios, right? Or Muay Thai, right? They just go on and go on. Kicks like that, they do like 500, 100 to 500 each leg, each time you practice. That's how they become so good. And as you can see all together, I just done only like around 50 of them throughout the whole session, right? So lots of work, guys. Okay. So speaking of kicks, the kicks I'm throwing right before, just working out, just a basic roundhouse kick, basic, simple roundhouse kick. All right. So there you go. Hello mọi người. Yeah. Yeah. Try to mix it up, like to keep the intensity and the stamina up, right? Okay. So the exercise, like the basics, roundhouse kick, all right? You come from here with the back leg shooting. Right now my left leg go up here. I'm gonna lift, come around like this, knee aiming at the target, and then point straight out, point your toes. That's the roundhouse kick I'm doing. Like before, I go from here, watch my bottom leg. As soon as I come up, you see how it turn, and then it turn slightly. Okay, come up, see how the foot pivot, hey, up, pivot, and then turn, and come out, and land down. Okay, same thing on the right leg, up, pivot, turn, and come down. Alright, up, pivot, turn, and down. Okay, so full force. 1, boom, down. 2, boom, down. 3, boom, down. Left leg, 1, boom, down. Okay, knees up, boom, pivot the foot, land forward. Up, pivot the foot, land. Okay? Now we do it on the back, same thing. From here, knees up, boom. Now when you're hitting with the heavy back, you want to hit sort of like half this part and half the shin part from here to here. Any part from here to here is fine. All right? There you go. What? Right into the target. Now you want to whip your hips across, moving your hips first. In order, what you want to do is visualize, you want to penetrate through the back. Not just hit the back, but try to go through it. All right? Imagine yourself, you go through the back. All right? So one here, hips in, push with your hips. Here, practice the hip motion, and then you swing in. Hips, hips, and then you swing in, like so, okay? So you want to dent the back, dent it, like that. Go full force, using your hips. Same thing on the other side. Hip, wind your hips, push your hips in, Phan. See? Hips, but my eyes still looking at it. My eyes looking at it. I start with my hips, and then I swing. I start with my hips, and then I come across. Boom. All right? Start with my hips. Initiate with my hips. Hip motion. Hips exaggeration. Boom. 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 Like that. That's what you want. All right? Hips. 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 All right. Thank you. I'm good, but I'm very tired. See, most of the time we have been training lately just on the dummy, and if we train only the dummy alone, it won't be good enough, right? Because nowadays a lot of people, they know a lot of things and they're very strong, right? They're strong in terms of the strength, the arm, the leg, the fist, the biceps, triceps, the whole body is strong, right? So if you were like say, okay, I'm gonna take Wing Chun, and which means I can defend myself with it. No, you won't be able to defend yourself with one discipline. With just only Wing Chun and you just stand there and you practice like that. No, you gotta have strength, you gotta have stamina, you gotta have cardio, right? Overall, we train, it's good for our health, right? We wanna improve our health, right? So most of the time I realize, okay, it's good to train that, but you have to combine with kicks and sometimes grappling here and there. And those things really gives you guys really good workout. Or even boxing, you do shadow boxing. Even though I suck at it, I'm very bad at it, but I still moving around, pivot my feet, and then I go, right? And then I throw in the kick here and there, and then kick, and then sometimes I swing this kick, and then sometimes I go a chop kick, and then I go like this, warming up. You know, you can do all sort of things, right? Keep your body going, right? Shadow boxing and shadow kicking. So it's all good as long as you keep your body moving. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you train alone and you know what to focus on and know nothing else distract you. You become even better, right? And sometimes you train in class. It's a good thing. When you train in class, there will be a lot of people, right? A lot of people are training with you, and the master won't gonna have the whole time watching every techniques that you do, right? Mostly you have to fix and train on your own, right? But you take whatever the master teach you from the class, You try to remember it, right? And then you practice more at home, right? In order to sharpen that techniques and make it become better, make it become your own, right? Okay. Back kick. Boom. Boom. Back kick. Kind of sloppy. Now this kick is quite dangerous. You know why it's danger? Danger for yourself. Because you have to turn your back like this. You don't see. Now the person can just push you right here. Like Wing Chun or Muay Thai, any martial art, they can just push you like that. So very careful when you practice with this kick. You gotta turn quick and look quick. Okay? Look quick and then from there you shoot. Alright? But don't take too long like this. And hesitation. Once you hesitate, the person gonna push and you fall off balance. You're gonna go like this forward. So keep that in mind. And this back kick is used for counter attack. When the person running into you, when they throw a roundhouse kick like this, they run in halfway there, boom, you hit it right here. Right? So the person coming in, boom, you shoot to stop the person from getting closer to you. So that's a good thing about the kicks, because you have long range. You have like 2 meter range, right? Arm stretch out like this from here to here, 2 meters. So from here, I want to hit the camera. The person coming from the camera coming in, I turn, and then there, I shoot right to the camera. Okay? One more time. I'm like 2 meters apart. Yeah, as soon as you see the person moving, shoot. See it moving, shoot. Okay? So that's the purpose of the back kick for. Hello. Chào tất cả mọi người nhé. Đây, bây giờ mình đã tập đá số 4. Tilt the camera a bit. Do I spar? Sometimes not so much. Not so much. Sometimes I spar with my student here and there, but just light sparring. It's not like, you know, we try sparring just to get the techniques out, and sometimes we hit like maybe around 20 to 30%. That's about it. We don't go out crazy, because most of the time you go out like crazy, and next day you guys gonna get injured. You know, when your shin, boom, you clash against each other, you're gonna hurt like for 2 weeks. You have to take 2 weeks off. So that's the time when you have to stop training, and then you're gonna go down with grade, right? So you don't want that. Come here. Boom. I go here. Boom. So turn, look over your shoulder, make sure you see the target before you kick. Otherwise, if you're here, you don't see, you're gonna kick blindly. It's either go here or here. You're gonna miss the target. So first thing first, you have to turn, look, and then from there you shoot. Make sure you see the target, then you shoot. Okay? See the target, then you shoot, and then come back. All right? Thank you. Yeah, some of my students are really good, and some of them actually better than me. One of them is like Taekwondo, third dan black belt. I'm like, when I stop at second dan, right? So in Taekwondo, he got amazing and strong kick, and he's only 27 years old. Oh boy, he can kick like way up here, like, you know, the 540, 720, those fancy kicks. And his back kick, very hard. Trust me. I'm gonna introduce him to you guys soon, once I have a chance, when he's not too busy working. Okay. Hello, chào mọi người nhé. Wow, mọi người đi đâu hết rồi? Chắc nãy giờ mình nói tiếng Anh nhiều quá. Mọi người giải thích. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Chúc mọi người buổi tối vui vẻ. Tập luyện. Yeah, the dogs, I don't know. Sometimes around this time at my place, they always like barking. Just right around this time. And trust me, maybe another half an hour, they're gonna start barking again for some reason. Just the same time every night. All right. So let's do a few back kicks. Boom. 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 Now you see sometimes I throw the kicks, my back kicks. Boom. I'm not too confident to shoot it out. Now the reason why I'm not confident, first of all, I haven't trained the back kick for a while, right? And the second of all is like when you turn and you're hitting against this bag wobbly, sometimes you miss it, and therefore in your mind you're scared. If you miss it, you're gonna overextend, hyperextend your leg, and it's gonna go like this, right? And you're gonna injure yourself. So that's why sometimes I'm holding back, or sometimes I'm afraid I'm gonna miss. So with regular practice, I'm gonna get back to it. And same thing with you guys. When you guys first practice, just take it easy on the kicking. Don't fully extend your whole knees. Same thing with your arm. When you're punching, don't fully hyperextend it. Okay, just slightly good enough. You swing, you still have the slight arm. Right? You swing here, boom. Right? You don't want to go like this or straight out, boom, like this. Okay, not too straight. Same thing with the kicks. What's my lineage? Sorry, what do you mean by that? I heard this lineage before, but I kind of forget. Can you explain that a bit more, Brian? Wing Chun lineage? The only thing I know is like I just try to take the center of gravity straight line. So if they attack me one way, of course I have to either move to the left or the right. I'm not gonna like try to moving back all the time. I'm gonna either stop to the side and redirect so that they go quickly, they go in the wrong direction and I'm facing the direction. So that's my main goal, right? The same thing as everyone, whether it's MMA, Wing Chun, boxing, or whatever it is, right? You want to be in an advantage, straight line facing the person, and you don't want the person to face the same way as you, right? You have to sort of like move to the side. So that would be mine, but more yet. Iron Mike. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I got a bit of kicks, a bit of that, and here and there. So let's do a few punches. Just so guys, I'm not like really good at punching or boxing, but sometimes I try to put in a few punch here and there. You know, mix it up with my kicks and my wooden dummy Wing Chun training, right? So you gotta have a little bit of everything. So I just practice regular. Most of the time I don't wear gloves. Actually, all the times I never wear gloves, right? I rarely. Throughout my life I've been practicing, I wear my gloves because I don't use punch a lot. Especially I've been doing Taekwondo for like over 10 years, right? So we do a lot of kickings. So our punch sucks, right? When it comes to Wing Chun or something, yeah, we have only like the chain punch and stuff, straight punch. But then you gotta add and you gotta learn, right? So the punching is not so good, especially if you guys know basic boxing. You guys are gonna be better than me. But I try to get a few punch here and then get the workout going. Get the sweat. Now that's why I respect boxers a lot, because they can go on and on and on like that pretty much for like hours, at least for half an hour, right? Me? Yeah, I guess you can say that MMA. I know a little bit of punching and kicking and a little bit of kung fu and grappling, but not so much BBJ. BBJ were choking, arm bar, rear naked choke and all that. I still have a lot to learn. Now you think the thing when we're training with the wooden dummy, we won't be able to hit full strength like a punching bags, right? So sometimes you can do shadow boxing, or you can do with heavy bags or punching bags. So you can do with your full strength. With the wooden dummy, of course, you're gonna break your elbow, break your wrist and everything. So therefore, most of the time we tend to hold it back against the wooden dummy. Otherwise, you go like this, your elbow into the dummy, you're gonna injure your elbow. Your fist go into the dummy so hard, full 100%, you're gonna injure yourself. So one more set, then we're gonna move on to the dummy. Okay, guys? Maybe 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Okay. All right. I'm out. Oh boy. Oh, I haven't hung upside down for a long time. Sometimes this feels good. Get my blood, go upside down. Stretching out my back. But I wouldn't recommend for you guys because this could be very slippery. You see the way my leg hooking on it, right? It's a bit scary, but of course, some of you, right? Okay, I'm out of stamina, out of strength. So let's move over to this. So as you can see here, this is the first time with you guys I've been sweating that much. Training. Ah. Right. Sorry, gotta move you guys a bit around. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. So please bear with me. Ah. Still haven't get this guy fixed yet. Oh boy, out of shape. So out of shape. So guy, never depend yourself just to train wooden dummy or just to train winching. You gotta do a bit of workout. You gotta do a bit of other discipline too. Otherwise, you just depend on one discipline, right? Because we're talking about Wing Chun. Wing Chun is close range, very close. So you have to find your range, like in front of you, only here. When only the person and you in front of you like this, close together, then you can use your Wing Chun effectively. But if you were this far apart, right, it's not gonna work, right? If far apart, you may as well use kick, right? I can reach, but my arms, I cannot reach, right? So therefore, that's why I would recommend you guys to train a few moves here, a few kicks to keep the person away, right? If you're in range, close together like this, then of course you can use your Wing Chun, right? But with the MMA practitioner, they have all type of range. They can kick, they can grab. Closest range is like here. They can grab you, they can choke you, they can throw you, whatever. But Wing Chun range is like here, right in front of you, right? Right? So you gotta find your own range. When you come to practice with wooden dummy and Wing Chun, it's only this distance. From here to here, maybe 40 to 60 centimeters. Then you can use your Wing Chun effectively. But anywhere longer than that or closer, then it's gonna be tough. Closer, then you get the grappling guys. They grab you, right? What can you do after they grab you, right? The other thing is maybe you can use knees or whatever. But the other range is like if they're far from you, the Muay Thai guys, they can kick you, right? Taekwondo guys, they can kick you. Or kickboxer. And then if you like around this range, you have boxers, right? Boxing, Sanda, other martial arts. So the best range for Wing Chun is here, guys. So once you come in close, you gotta hit. Once you come in, you gotta hit, you gotta go. Otherwise, you stop, they're gonna hit you. So you go, and then get out, right? This is the most dangerous zone right here. So either your opponent or you guys don't wanna be that close. If you're that close, unless you know, you either like really good friends, like we talking, you know, chill, it's your homie, or it's your girlfriend, your wife, your family, whatever, but you find something fishy between you two here, you know, something that try to like heat it up a bit, you want to keep away from that distance, at least this way, far away, and keep your arms out here, all right? Okay. Sorry, nãy giờ nói tiếng Anh nhiều quá. mọi người ở đây bỏ đi hết rồi. Mọi người bên sorry guys, I speak too much English with you guys, and on the other platform, all my Vietnamese Phan, they all gone. But I try to go back and forth, so please bear with me, okay? Đó, khi mình tập luyện thì võ vĩnh xưng hay là võ tự vệ thì đa số thì khoảng tầm cỡ này, Thấy không? Đây, cái giao diện là phải cái tầm thế này. Thì khi mình vô tới đây là mình phải né đòn ha, đánh liền ngay lập tức. Nếu không, they're thinking of that I'm a robot, so I have to fix it. I have to move the camera, move around. Đó, khi cái đòn mình để khoảng cách xa như vậy là vĩnh sưng, thấy không? Hoặc là đối điện bằng tay, nè. Rồi mình đánh xong, mình tập liền xong, mình đứng xa ra giữ khoảng cách. Okay. Okay, so that's the distance. This is the distance you want to practice. So like I always said, measure yourself, the dummy, the middle fingers, right in the middle of the wooden dummy. Measure yourself. Now from there you can go down in your stance and you practice from there. Okay. Be right back. One quick drink. Uống miếng nước nha. Thank you guys. Drunken boxing, drunken master. Yes, I love watching drunken boxing from Jackie Chan and other martial art master. When they're doing movies, it looks pretty amazing, right? But I can't do that moves, like this sort of style, and I'm pretty bad at it, right? Drunken. Các bạn bên kia nói là võ say. Võ say. Võ say thì rất là khó đối với mình, chưa bao giờ tập luyện. Yeah, just like Jackie Chan, he's like an icon. Amazing. Over 200 movies. Come on, that's like a lot of people. That's like way out of our leagues. Amazing. And Jackie Chan is the one who really a martial art icon that really get us and motivate us to practice and discipline to train. Jackie Chan, yes, of course, Donnie Yen, Ip Man, all the other movies, Fist of Legend, so many from Jet Li. Jet Li and Donnie Yen, and of course Bruce Lee, right, the father of MMA, the legend. But it's kind of bad. Like I think recently Jet Li has been retired for a while now, maybe like up to 6, 7, 8 years now. 6, 7, 8 years. Yeah, throughout his career, he got injured a lot, especially his lower limbs, right? So that's why he stopped lifting. Okay. Okay, enough with the talking. Let's go back into training. Let's do this one exercise. Sometimes I often do this, and of course I share with you guys already. So the basic, I just go from here, I go up, and then I come down. I go up, come down, up, down, up, down. So I do like a set of 30, in 30, out and down, out and down. So in from here, open, and then out. So sort of like a hooking my wrist and pull it down like this, and then up and open, right? So the up and open is for going in here, right? Down and out. Down and out is like I'm blocking, right? I can block and move to the side, right? Now I move to the side, I can go in with the elbow, or I move to the side, I can just chop right to the neck. So that's movement here. You come here, right? You can elbow, or you come here, you can chop right in with your strike. So those are the simple movement, but you can fluctuate, you can interchange with the striking and blocking. All right, so make it flexible. All right. You know, sometimes you notice I say, okay, all right, okay, too much time, right? So sorry about that, guys. I sort of like getting into a habit of speaking those words too much. That I gotta fix. You see, everything is like a habit. So whether it's good or bad, we all build it inside our head. But sometimes we don't realize, and then one point you realize, you're like, oh crap, I've been doing that? And then you try to fix yourself, you know? All right, let's go. So like this, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, like in this motion, is somebody like grabbing you, right? The two arms like this. So you can just do like this, right? You can just come down like this and you turn in, right? So it's sort of like that motion. Or you can just go in there and you turn and then chop at the same time. If they're too strong, of course, they're grabbing too strong and your arm coming down like that, it's not going to do anything, right? But then you can do other stuff. You can grab the arms and then you can turn like this, you know, a lot of self-defense. I'm pretty sure you are watching that, you've seen that, and you know what to do. So from there, you just go right here like that and with your elbows, right? So, but by practicing repetition of this, making this grip stronger so that you can have more force pushing it down over time when you practice, right? Okay, let's do 20 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Now remember the 6 movement I taught you guys, I shared with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is already 4 movement, right? I go here. 1, right? Remember we just practiced. 1, 2, right? 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this drill is just to get your arms moving quickly. You get used to the movement. Now here, open palm, block, hit here. Self-defense, of course, you can use your thumbs, your finger, poking the eye, gouging the eyeball, picking the nose, whatever right here. See, once you get your fingers to the face, then that's it, right? And then once you get that, the next movement is you have this, you pull the arms. So in theory, you just practice you pulling like this, but in reality, you gotta come back here and lower your stance to have your whole body pull yourself back so that the person will fall off balance, and then from there you can attack either you can pull, you can attack with the knees, or you can pull and you can hit the rib cage, right? Or of course you can pull, you can knee to the groin or the knee to the face, right? With this one you can let go and you can punch to the groin and you can grab the nuts or whatever, right? So it's all depends on the situation. Ok. Rồi. Rồi bây giờ mình tập luyện phần tiếp theo ha. Hồi nãy cái phần đây, lên xuống lên xuống lên xuống. Rồi bây giờ mình tập đỡ xuống. One, this one you stand here and you block just for your, this one for your arm, and quick, boom, you hit in, block, boom, same time, block, boom. So sort of like hit, block. So the person sort of like punch you to your chest. So you move over slightly and then you hit to the palm straight. Alright. Đó, thì trong trường hợp này thì mình sẽ xoay người, mình đỡ qua, gạt xuống. Rồi thứ hai mình chấn cái ức bàn tay hoặc là nguyên cái bàn tay vô mặt của đối phương ha. Rồi mình tập luyện này với một nhân nha. Cái đó là lý thuyết. Còn đương nhiên thì lúc mà thực hành thì các bạn phải tập luyện cho nhuần nhuyễn, cho tay chân mình lanh lẹ và sắc bén thêm mới có hiệu quả hơn, thấy không? Còn mình tập vài 30 cái hay là mình mới bắt đầu tập thì nó sẽ không hiệu quả lắm đâu. Thứ nhất là mình phải rèn luyện cái sự nhanh nhẹn, rồi cái sự mạnh mẽ của tay mình thì có nhiều phương thức để tập luyện để cho tay chân mình cứng cáp hơn, nhiều thứ lắm, thấy không? Cho nên thì chúng ta cùng học và chia sẻ với nhau nha. Alright, so let's go from here. I go one, boom. So hit here, and then two, boom. Ok, mình có thể gạt xuống, rồi đánh trên mặt, thấy không? Rồi gạt xuống trên mặt, rồi cùng một lúc luôn, 1, 2. Nhưng mà khi lúc mình nhớ gạt thì hơi xoay chút rồi đánh qua, xoay chút đánh qua. Tại vì khi mình đỡ vậy, tại vì đối phương sẽ đánh mình đây, thấy không? Mình hơi lết qua một chút để né cái đòn. Có thể mình né không được nhiều nhưng mà nó phớt trúng mình sơ thôi. Nếu mình để yên vậy thì nó sẽ trúng ngay trung tâm, thì mình sẽ bị thốn đau nhiều hơn nha. Hoặc là người ta dùng vũ khí hay gì đó thì nếu hẳn vậy thì bị vô đó. Nếu mình lách qua tí xíu vẫn trúng nhưng mà nó đỡ hơn, không? Ok. See, say ok again. Lúc nào cũng nói ok. I keep saying ok. Alright, so from here, you're just gonna like sort of like come in, block slightly. So you have to move a little bit, turn your hip, tilt, pivot slightly, and then from there you hit. Okay, turn, boom, boom. Okay, so I want to sort of like shift your body a bit. Don't stand right in front here and block and go like this. Okay, like this. No, that's not good. You want to move. You want to move. You want to move. See how I shift my body? I go boom, right? Boom. Đó là mình phải xoay chuyển bên đây rồi sang bên kia. Đấy. Boom. And with this one, you sort of like cheat it a bit. You have your hip power coming in. So you block here and you have your hip power come in. Hip power, hip, okay? Block, hip. All right? So let's do that drill. Let's do a count of 10. Mình sẽ tập cái bài đó, mình đếm tới 10 nha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that's 10. Rồi. This one. Đỡ nha. So this one you're gonna block with 2 arms like this. 1. So you're gonna condition this part of the arm, the edge of the arm and this part. So basically the same part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ok. Đó, mình tập đó. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. See, so that's the drill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna add in, after this, 1. So you have this hand here, open. You may as well use it. Hit it right in. Open, boom. Then you go here, open, open, boom. Open, boom. Open, boom. Open, boom. Okay? So basically the same thing, you just add a palm to the face. Nó giống như bình thường thôi, nhưng mà lúc đó thì mình cho một cái bàn tay vào mặt ha. Mình tập luyện với một nhân. Ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, with Wing Chun is you don't want to, sometimes you don't want to block right across like this, okay? You sort of like block across, but it's sort of like cutting in. So across and in, and then from there, then you move in closer to your target. So it's sort of like you just deflecting, right? Not here like this, but like here forward, pum pum, right there, pum pum, then you slip in. You sort of slip in. Khi mình đỡ cái này á, mình đừng có đỡ ngang hết dài, mình sẽ đỡ hơi vừa ngang mà vừa tiến về phía trước, xong rồi từ đó mình mới ấn vô luôn ha, thì mới dễ trúng đối phương. Là chủ yếu là mình dội cái đòn đối phương ra thôi, chứ mình không phải gạt ngang thẳng ngang dài, nhưng mà gạt hơi xéo lên xong rồi quánh vô. So from here, 1, forward, my body, I want push forward here, forward and then in, okay? So sometimes we practice like this, come right across, but eventually later on we get used to it. We want the reality to be here, forward, forward, forward and then in, forward and in, forward and in. Deflect it. As soon as we deflect it, we go in. Deflect it and go in. Bounce it up, go in. Bounce it off, go in. Bounce it up, go in. Bounce it off, go in. Bounce it off, go in. Bounce it off. Okay. But sometime, other time, when we condition our arm to make it stronger. Then we're gonna go like this. Right across, right? Because we condition, we try to toughen it, this part. But in reality, we want to go hit the opponent. We're gonna block here. We want to block, boom, then go right in fast. So go boom, boom, boom. Right? Deflect it forward. See it coming forward, 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 forward. Okay, let's do that drill so that you guys understand the theory behind it. Let's go. I just go from here. I go forward, 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 forward. So this hand, just leave it here for now. Okay? You don't have to go this. So this is harder because it's come across. Therefore, make this one come across. So this one, just leave it here. Just down here and then forward, 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 forward hit, forward hit, forward hit, forward hit. Same thing on the other side. Rồi bên kia cũng vậy. Mình mới đẩy về phía trước. Vừa đỡ vừa đẩy về phía trước. Rồi xong rồi đánh vô. Đẩy phía trước đánh vô. Đẩy về phía trước đánh vô. Push forward hit, forward hit. Đẩy phía trước đánh vô. Đỡ về phía trước. Khoảng tầm hướng về phía trước. Từ đây ra đây là khoảng 50 độ hay 60 độ gì đó, không phải 45 độ. 45 độ khoảng tầm này. Thì khoảng tầm 50 độ ha. Phía trước. Forward. Okay, so hopefully you understand that theory. Không, tại vì đôi lúc tập luyện với hướng dẫn nhiều quá cho nên là không có thể thấy mọi người comment hết. Có gì mọi người thông cảm nha, Khổng Minh. Võ này thì tập luyện với một nhân thôi, có một phần vịnh sưng trong đó. Pressure? Do I do pressure testing? Like, what do you mean by that? Pressure points? Oh, no problem. I respect that. Like, boxer is pretty amazing. I mean, I would recommend anyone to learn like boxing because it's pretty lethal with like you guys punch and you guys training like over and over with the footwork. Very amazing footwork, and Bruce Lee takes the boxing footwork from boxing, incorporated into his own training. He called Taekwondo. And he mixed up a little bit of here and there, but boxing is like the arms and the footwork are pretty amazing. No doubt about it, you know. One punch knockout. And yes, open hand techniques. Yes, well, when it comes to this, right, like, and most of the time we with our fists, we don't want to punch straight too much. When you see here, I'm with the pad. Here I can punch, right? But when it comes to this wooden, this is the really hard wood, and nothing cover it. So most of the time I have open hand. Now, if you were to train your open hand, it would be as strong as the punch, because you condition this part so much, right? You know how like the slapping competition, right? Power slap, they can go right there and they knock the guy out, right? Same thing, go with the punch. So, right? So if you can generate enough power, and you can generate from your hips, and of course boxing, I know you guys got a lot of hips. In terms of boxing, you go with the hip from here and here. Same thing apply with this technique, and you come with the hips. You from here, you stretch. Same thing. Where as I go here, right, and I stretch. Boom. I incorporate a lot of hips movement too. So it's all come down to the same theory. But the difference is like sometimes we open our palm, sometimes we go like this, right? The whatever claw. Sometimes we go like this, or the palm strike, or the knife hand strike, right? We just only changing the hand. So for instance, like you go from here, I go from here, I open palm strike. Same thing, straight punch. You just close fist, straight punch. But instead you go here, right? Same thing. And of course, sometimes you got a condition, right? You condition this. So every now and then I would condition myself with this. So I go like this, or I go like this. You go like this with the palm strike, you condition. So this might have sand, I feel, with sand in there, by the way. And if you hit it, it's gonna hurt your palm. But eventually, hit it light at the beginning. After a while, you condition your palm enough, you can have stronger wrist and your palm. But remember, when you hit it, try to keep straight, your wrist straight. Don't go bend it like this too much. You're gonna twist your wrist and injure yourself. Or like this too much. Try to keep your palm straight. Here you go. 1, 2, 1. Or the backhand. A backhand, I would go here, right? Same thing. Keep my wrist straight, like that. Backhand, and then I go here. Backhand, go here. So you have to condition every part of your body, right? Right? Like that. There you go. So imagine if you have open palm and you can hit sandbag like that. Imagine you slap someone in the face, or you just do a palm strike, right? Of course it's gonna do some sort of damage, right? Of course, knuckle extremely damaged. And of course, you have to condition your knuckles too, right? Sometimes you do knuckle push-ups, or you do punching on the sandbags, right? Sometimes I go from here, I go that, I go sand. Boom, 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 boom. And you do like maybe 100 punch, go like that, toughen up your knuckles, right? So mostly like these 3 knuckles, the 3 knuckle, and you toughen up. right? Frog palm. Frog palm. Which one is that? Is this frog palm? I never heard of a frog palm before. I don't know. Like this or what? Airy sensei. What's airy? Sorry, I don't know what airy is. What's up, Gordon? Shake it. Okay. Now the thing is, with the other wooden dummy is very wobbly. Sometimes I hit, it keep on falling off. So I move on to this dummy. And this one I can do, I can exert more power into my punch. I can do like more confident, whereas the other one is solid. Pinkish salad. Lately, I've been watching that on social media quite a bit. I find is quite useful, and if you put like, so I see some of the self-defense is very effective too, and some of the movement, the grabbing, the knife stripping and everything is all in the wrist and using strength, and then from elbow, and the movement is quite similar to close combat martial art like Krav Maga or even Wing Chun or the K3 system from Master Wong. I guess a lot of you guys know Master Wong too, very famous for the past like decades, like last 2 decades or something. And very effective in terms of the hands, of course, quite similar to Wing Chun, but they have deeper stance, right? But they do a lot of movement, a lot of self-defense moves, just like Krav Maga or even Wing Chun, quite similar, and it's pretty useful. I think it's useful, quite effective. I've seen some of the moves work really well, and of course it has to be the expert, those master who demonstration. With us, we gotta learn, and it's gonna take time. Like for me, because I got a background in basic background martial arts, so I would learn those techniques would be more easier than all the people that haven't practiced before. So that's only my advantage. But then if you really focus and put work into it, of course you're gonna be way better than me, right? Like this, frog hands. I cannot really imagine. The last time I seen a frog jump is like when I was like freaking in my like probably 30 years ago or something, when I in my teenager or something. I see a frog, a toad, right? Not necessarily a frog, right? Or maybe in the Discovery Channel. I see. But then again, you see some of the video games, like actually the actual people actually do the movement, move all those kicks, or they incorporate with capoeira, where the guy can do all the like crazy kicks and combo, right? People can actually do those too, in order to be in the go game, because they wear all these bodysuit with all the electronic equipment and the green screen where they can make it into a video game, right? The real people actually can do those stuff. Now we as human beings, we so good, we so like advanced in terms of technology, in terms of martial arts, MMA, everything is expand so well and so fast, and everybody's so smart. And wax on, wax off, Yoda. Yes, that works too. So speaking of wax on, wax off, you see, wax on, wax off, right? Sometimes I do this movement, it helps me. This is sort of like wax on, wax off, right? Like circular in, like this. Just like wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, right? Similar to you block, this one, I go block, I go here. 1, 2, 3, I go hit, I block, I hit, I block, I hit, I block, I hit, I block, I hit, right? This technique here. So basically, whatever training you put in, it all works only if you put enough practice in and you use your imagination and you think, oh, how effective this. You have to ask yourself, right? Oh, how effective this move. What the hell is this move for? Why the hell is this guy doing this? Why is this Sifu doing this, right? Of course, there's always something behind it, right? But certain masters, they cannot explain themselves so that in a way that we can understand. It's just go back in the day. Okay, you train, you do this, you do this. But that I will explain what the heck that's for, right? So we don't understand. But once we train enough, we finally realize, oh, okay, I got it. So we're training this here. So somebody move in, you grab, and then you strike. Here, boom, boom, block, right? Boom, boom, right? This movement, boom, boom, strike, right? Right? Sometimes we always train it for a reason. And sometimes we are so new, we don't know what's the reason for, right? But before back in the day, master said, you train this, Chi, you train this, whatever, hey, Robert, you train this, you do this, okay? Don't ask, just train. Like Karate Kid, same thing. But eventually after we train a while, and then we ask the master back, what's this for and all that, and then, oh, he may not tell us, but then eventually we come to realize by ourselves, right? And you figure out, okay, what's this technique for, right? Why am I bother doing this? What the hell is this? Does it work, right? Right? Most people have said, okay, this doesn't work, whatever. Wing Chun doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because we never stay in our Wing Chun range, right? If you were to go like against somebody like Wing Chun, against MMA, like before, when I trained like that, right? I was like training maybe for not even half an hour, 20 minutes, and I'm huffing and puffing, right? Right? And I'm in my like mid-40, right? And how can I compare against a guy that they in their mid-20s and they're training for like an hour or 2 hours in MMA? Try to do kicking, puffing, crazy, strong, right? And younger and stronger and more stamina. You cannot go against like that. I don't care how good you are, right? Eventually, like if you put in a ring like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, you're gonna get your butt kicked, right? Because we only train, oh, we're gonna train this, whatever, right? We're not gonna be as tough as them, right? Therefore, we gotta train more stuff. We have to train like, sometimes we hit, sometimes we learn hard, right? You can do other moves that do a lot, right? Not just only blocking the hand, whatever. Sometimes you have to go elbow, you go this, you use the elbow, right? But of course, self-defense is a different story. Because self-defense, you're allowed to grab, eye gouging, grab the ball, kick the balls, whatever, all the weak spot, no referee, nothing. And of course, if you have to defend on your life, you have to use all those moves, right? So, but in order for us to stay in good health, to train like more well-rounded, of course, we have to train other stuff too. Not just only wooden dummy, not just only Wing Chun. But if we're only using Wing Chun, of course, we have to understand that our Wing Chun kicking, only short range here, low kick, that's it. So we're waiting for a person to coming in, close to us. Now close to here, that's our range. But if they're away from here, and they keep on kicking you here, like here, they keep you away from you, right? Your Wing Chun gonna be useless. It's gonna be useless against them because you won't be able to reach. Your reaching is only from here to here, all right? So why you say it's not effective? Every martial art, every discipline is all effective. It's only sometimes the person training like me and you, we don't understand fully. We don't understand the range. Every martial art, they have different range. Like Taekwondo, right? They have the leg range, 2 meter range. So they always stay from here. From here, I want to come in, I want to chase you and I kick you, right? I have to come in within, but I always stay apart 2 meters from here to here. This is my reach right here, right? Whereas boxing range or whatever, you want to come closer. Wing Chun range, only this range from here to here, right? But you from here to here, you gotta move, you gotta hit, otherwise you're gonna get hit. So that's the range, okay? Grappling, of course, the grappling, they want to grab, they want to close to you as possible, like hugging you, whatever, leg, arm, or whatever, they want to grab you close as they can. So you gotta know your range. Doesn't matter what martial art you do, they are effective. It depends on how good you are, how well you train in that discipline, how deep you are willing to dig into it and train. Siêu niềm tao. Yeah. So when you train, please use it wisely for the discipline you're training. Okay, you don't just like train Wing Chun and you expect to beat a Taekwondo person and you stay like 3-4 meters apart, right? You have to wait them to get in closer. As soon as they lift their head, legs up or whatever, they kick you, you have to either go in or you have to be out far away. Okay, so either come in, if you come in, you have to hit right away, or you have to block and get out of the way. Okay, so if you were close range kick, you got hit and then get out. Okay, but if you were here, right here, of course they're gonna use the legs to keep you away, and the strongest one is the side kick to kick you away. Or from here, they use sliding side kick, right, to keep you away, to kick you. That is the strongest weapon for Taekwondo, kickboxing, Muay Thai, or Capoeira. They have the long legs, long arm advantage. For Wing Chun, or Krav Maga, or the close range combat, then you have to come close to them, right? Same thing with boxer, right? Boxer is like, even though very well, of course, Iron Mike, Mike Tyson, of course, legendary, right? He's like around 5'10", but fighting against guy 6'2", 6'3", heavyweight. Of course, he has to find his range. His arm is shorter, so he has to come in closer. So once he got in the closer range, he has to be really quick to close range, and then from there he can do uppercut. And whereas the other person is long range, they're gonna hit over him, right? So they want to stay in their range. So the longer, the taller guy, they want to stay in the distance. They want to be here, right, far away. But for shorter guys, they want to come in. Like for me, I'm like 5'9", 5'9.5". I have to come closer if I want to go against guy 6'2", all right? But then I go closer. I have to observe. You know, sometimes why martial artists or competition, they fight competitor. They see, they watch, they observe, they learn. Okay, see what this guy got, right? Oh, is he get the kicks? How good is his kick? That's why the first like maybe 30 seconds, a minute or 2 minutes, great fighter, good fighters, they taking their pace easy. They want to see what the opponent is capable of. From there, they analyze and they go into for the middle half of the round, the next 2 rounds, whatever. They break it down, all right? But then be careful, when you see like that, some crazy guy, they're really good, they go boom, they go knock you out. But then you always have to be alert, right? Not just, oh, okay, my master said I got to analyze what's this guy, blah, blah, what's his kick. All of a sudden, boom, in the face, right? So careful of that. don't say advice and then you follow. No, you have to like use your head wisely. You got to smart. Yeah, okay, you got to be aware and observe. And then if it hit, you got to back up sideways or whatever, right? So, but of course, if you have the opportunity, then you can attack. Yes. Now there are so many good masters out there that are really good. I forgot the other Wing Chun master. He's like been practicing like Wing Chun for 40 years, and he's like probably in his mid 60s or in 70s. Really good. Forgot his name. Like, but if you go into a guy's name Kevin, he has a YouTube channel too. Kevin something, Kevin Vlog or something like that. It's really good with all the proper basic Wing Chun. So, and of course Master Wong. Master Wong, he created his own KT3 system for well self-defense, and it's really effective. I think it works pretty well. But of course, in order for anything to work well, we have to train, we have to practice, right? We cannot just make it work by not training, just by watching. If I'm watching like 100 or 1,000 of self-defense video, right, and I don't train, I don't practice on a regular basis, of course, when I go in the real situation, I won't be able to defend myself, right? I don't have that confidence to defend. So therefore, I have to train. Thank you. Mark Spence, yes, and Daniel Craig. Just lately, when I was young in my in my mid 20s to my 30, early 30, I watched some of the movie with Daniel Craig. Is it Daniel Craig? Yeah, the famous martial artist. I think his background come from karate or taekwondo, and even now he can do a split and stretch his kick up to this high. I mean, like I haven't trained to that point, never in my life, but he's in his 65 or close to 70s, and he can still do that. I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. He's somebody I have to look up to. I mean, like I'm in my mid 40 and I can only put my legs up to here, that's it, right? And which means I'm lack of stretching, right? And for those people, they stretch and they practice so well. And we don't have any excuse for ourselves, right? So whether we want to put the time good into whatever we do, we want to be expertise in whatever we do, whether it's working out, getting six-pack, getting your pecs up, your tricep bigger, your tricep, your bicep, or your abdominal, your back, whatever, or your legs, your quads, you have to focus on that, right? So if you love martial art like Wing Chun, then of course you have to focus on that more, right? And if you love MMA, please go do so, train MMA and focus 100% in that, and then you can learn something else, but maybe another like other discipline 50%, because you put all your energy, everything into MMA, or you put all your energy in terms of Wing Chun, then of course you're gonna become really good at that, right? But if you put on 20% energy in Wing Chun, 20% in boxing, 20% in like MMA, 20% in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, of course, all your focus gonna like go to different direction. And then from there, you're not gonna become as good as one thing as the other person, because they're focusing 100% on that subject or that discipline. So it's all depend on each individual of us, right? Now you see, lately I used to come from Taekwondo, and then in the past, like probably 8 years, Also, I try to put it on into my Wing Chun, a wooden dummy. I practice wooden dummy way more than I'm practicing my kicking back and all the Taekwondo. And of course, I become sex at Taekwondo now, right? And I become better at wooden dummy, right? Simple as that. Tony Ferguson. No, Tony Ferguson is like a legend. Wow. Yeah, now I remember that grandmaster named Francis Wong. Francis Wong from US. Now, if you got worth to learn the really real 100% Wing Chun, very good Wing Chun, you gotta learn from Grandmaster Francis Wong. I learned from him too some of the detail, and his hand is super fast, way faster than me. I'm like this speed, I go like boom, 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 like this. He can go like 1.5 times or twice faster than me. Imagine that. And he's in his, I think, close to 70 right now. Yes, of course. Bruce Lee is legendary. He's a great master. All right. Last but not least, we're gonna practice one more drill, and then we're gonna call it a day. All right. Let you guys move on with your day. This movement I want you to do. Come here. Curve. You see this part right here? This is the part you want to connect. You curve from here, your arm here, and connect into the wooden dummy arm. It's sort of like you grabbing somebody's wrist with this part and like this, right? And then you hit with the other hand. So this part here, boom, here, boom, here. So the motion is here, curve in, boom, curve in, boom, curve in, boom, curve in, boom. See, as I curve in, now my stance is right here in front of the dummy. As I curve in, one, boom, shift, one, boom, shift, one, boom, one, boom, one, boom. Okay, you got the idea? Huh? Here, one, boom, one, boom, 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 boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that motion, wrist in, hit, wrist in, hit, wrist in, hit. All right, and hit, and boom, 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 boom. All right. One more motion. One more motion. This one is easy one. It doesn't take a lot of energy. I want you from here. This one, open like this. And the other way is open like this. Then close, open, close, open. So, this hand here, down. This hand, in. And then alternate, down, in, boom, 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 boom. Now you see in Wing Chun how you guys pairing up together, and you practice the hand switching like this, that hand, right? That's sort of like the same thing with these techniques, but you're working with the wooden dummy. Okay, so one arm here, the other one open, boom, boom, and then come back, grab, and the other one open, grab, open, grab, boom, 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 boom. Now careful, sometimes when you're grabbing like this, you're grabbing your own fingers. So take it easy. Sometimes try to have your palm closed, okay? Because when you grab like this, your finger is open, you grab your baby finger, you're gonna injure yourself. Or sometimes you leave your hand open too much, you're gonna jam your finger against this. Now the last time I injured myself is like about more than 2 weeks ago. Even though to now I still feel it. This finger here, I still feel the pain in this ring finger on my right hand. Where I hit so fast and I open my finger like this and my finger go like this. I slip in, boom, I hit, but this one jam, right? So careful when you do that. Please remember to try to close your fingers, right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so you guys got the idea from here and down and up like that. Boom, boom, boom. Now from here, boom, then you can go right in. Then boom, boom. Now, see this motion? Now this motion is good for like when you go open like this, one hand like this. Now you have an opening line, you can go right in. Okay? So go in, boom, boom. Right, I go here, open, go in, open, go in, open in. So next motion you can go open and then palm in, open, palm in, open, palm to the face. Okay? So that's the technique for open, palm the face, open, palm face, palm the face, grab, grab, hit, 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 grab, hit. All right. So those are the very basics one. If we keep on practicing that over and over again, we're gonna get better at it, and our techniques gonna be sharpened, and we'll be able to use it more fluently. And then of course you can play around and test on your little brother, your sister, or your friends, you know, any of your colleagues, you know, work out, have fun, right? We train, mainly we train to experience, to have fun, to stay fit, to stay healthy. Okay, guys? Anyway, I gotta go have dinner now. Sweat quite a bit today. Thank you for tuning in. So hopefully I'm gonna try to do one more live session in the morning. In the morning my time, which is like around 8 or 9 p.m. in the North American time. All right, thank you guys. Redirect, yes, and counter hit. As soon as you intercept, redirect, counter hit, right? And before I learned a bit from the intercepting fist from the great legendary Bruce Lee, but it's been a while, I forgot. I gotta review myself and learn it back and work on that too. And once I get that, I'm gonna share with you guys too. And it's very effective. In Canada, in Calgary or something, there's a group on social media, on YouTube. These guys, they call the Budo Brothers. The Budo Brothers, they're really good. They have really good information there. So you gotta go and check the channel out. They're pretty amazing. Sometimes I learn from them too. They got pretty good stuff out there. The Budo Brothers, yeah. All right, guys, have a good day. I hope hopefully you enjoy the training along together with me, and hopefully you get something out of it. And stay healthy, strong, stay fit, and have fun training. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye. You are where a child when Bruce was around. No way, stop, Ken. No, I actually during I wasn't born yet, right? I wasn't born yet back then, right? Mine is like I born in the early '80s, and Bruce passed away in 1972, right? So well, roughly around 9, 10 years, right? When he passed away, I was like wasn't born yet, so. But I love his stuff. The thing is with Bruce Lee legendary is you see that all his techniques are very basic, but he turned those basic into magnificent skill, right? That basic is so strong, so fast, so lethal. So whenever he just his hand coming out, legs coming out, it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be effective, right? He doesn't waste a lot of movements, right? Waste a lot of movement and stuff. So that's why he depicted in his movies and in his teaching, his books and the TV show, The Street or whatever, the street that he has on in his interview is pretty amazing, and all his basic is so amazing. It's like, what do you mean by showing kung fu combinations? Like you mean like on the wooden dummy or just free form? Sometimes I do free form here and there. Maybe let's do one if I can still have the energy. And let's move this way, and I try to do. Sometimes I just have fun and I just do like the form of kung fu, like. But I forgot. Sometimes I forgot my taekwondo forms, right? So I turn into like a few crazy stuff. Let's do it, okay? So sometimes I go. Oh, I made a coconut drop. It's kind of shaky. Just a basic one. Yeah, those one are just a really basics one. I don't really know the advanced movement kung fu like all the experts do. They do jump kicks. Their stance is really solid, and the tiger claws or the movement is very solid. I just drop a coconut. It's pretty dry. Okay. Right. Among arrows, thank you, arrows. Yeah, there's so many different forms, and each form is very unique. But I don't know, but maybe back then, in terms of praying mantis, back then, of course, they gotta practicing those fingers, and even nowadays, you know, like people have very strong finger. Those one from the rural in China or even in Vietnam, people do practice those conditioning the fingers or the tiger claws, right? So sometimes they do crazy practicing, like they're hitting themselves in the sand, or if they want the claw to become stronger, they're practicing finger push-up. They can do like all the 2 fingers and everything, but now I can only do 10 fingers. Even nowadays, sometimes I can do a few here and there to condition their fingers. They go like this with the hot sand in the back, or they train with finger push-ups. So let me demonstrate to you the finger push-ups, a few. So I'm pretty sure it works with those guys. Yeah, just a few. So really like those masters, they're really good. See, they can do like finger push-up. They can even do 2 finger push-up. and even one thumbs push-up, or they can do handstand. So the thing is, like, if they really train hard and train probably for years, I'm pretty sure they can do a lot of damage in terms of those old traditional kung fu master. Yeah, like monks, right? Imagine they train like those disciplines. They're doing over and over again. Every day they do 4 or 5 hours, right? Because they got their whole purpose is train and train and meditate and read testament and train, right? So they spend a lot of times doing training. Like there's this one teenager, probably he's in his 20s right now. He's been training he's been training in the Shaolin for, I think he's from England, and he go to training to Shaolin for like about 8 years now. Trust me, he trained really hard, trained the hardcore way, like back in the Shaolin, the real way, and now he's really good. Trust me, his stance and everything. If we were to do kicks or whatever, I don't think it really affect him a lot, right? Because he's training so tough, 8 years, and probably he spend maybe 4 to 5 hours training a day, and 6 times a week. Cardio. Before I used to do cardio a lot. I would do running on a treadmill, right? I do treadmill, and I do just jogging on the street or jogging in a park, and then you can add in skipping, right? Skipping skipping doesn't consist a lot of cardio, but I say that cardio alone wouldn't. It depends on what your goals. Like, you want to increase your stamina, right? So that you can last longer in terms of training or something, and right, or like you want like stamina so that you can run like 5K, 10K, running a marathon, or you just want a stamina so that you can last longer in a fight, right? So that, like, nowadays, like 3-minute round, 5-minute round. If that's the case, then you have to go in intensity training, interval, the hit high interval intensity training. Now those one where I did earlier, you can go from here to train that. You do 10 push-ups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and you go up, and then you go down, and then you go up, and then you go down, and then up, and down, up, and down, and then you do a few sets of that. Now that's gonna increase your cardio. It's gonna increase your strength, your arm strength, and you're pumping up your whole body. And of course, it's gonna increase your stamina. But those are the high intensity training, right? So other ones, there's so much out there. But if you don't have access to like weights and all the equipment, then you can use your body weight training. See, sometimes like I do like that. See, and then certain time I don't have access to equipment when I was younger, right? But I have the will to train. So the thing is, I can just go hang on the tree. I do chin up. I go chin up from here, 3, and then I go down. I do push up, right? And then I go up again. I do chin up, out of shape. And then push up, and then you can turn around, and then you do sit-ups, right? You do straight out, you do sit-ups. Now I switch in between 3 or 4 exercise like that, and I do like 3 sets. When I don't have access to weight, or like I just go in the park and I train, right? So you don't really need to use the equipment a lot. Sorry, I'm like can't speak right now. You know what I mean? So the chain punch. Now, one thing is the chain punch. I'm not that good at it too, right? I gotta practice myself too. But the basic is from here, you're gonna go here, right? You wanna keep your elbows down with the chain punch. Now the chain punch, here, you can punch mostly the chain punch because our wrist is lining up like this, right? And we go right in from here, straight forward, okay? And you want, mostly chain punch, you're gonna hit around these two knuckles. Or if you want to tilt it down in the middle of the chest, and then you can expose to this two knuckle right here, and you tilt it down. But always have your wrist straighten, tighten up your wrist. So as you punch, relax your body, relax your arm, elbows down, and now from here, one, okay, coming out. Now, your chain punch, you don't want to fully extend it like this. You want just to here. And then once you get here, okay, punch here, and then come back, two, pull the other one back to the chest right here. Not too far, right? Too far, it takes too much time. The chain punch only from your chest, and you exert it out. Here, all right? Right in front, one, two, keep your elbows down, not like this, not up like this, just straight punch out, right in front of your chest, pum, 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 straight, right? Practice steady, slow in the beginning, and then come back, pum, 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 pum. So it's sort of like a circular movement. I'm driving a circle forward. For me, I would just do like that. Circle forward, come back, right? The motion is that, right? Not pum, pum, pum. Not backward, but forward, pum, 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 pum. So it depends on which knuckle you want to expose. If you want target and hit the target with this two knuckle, you're gonna tilt your wrist down. Expose these two knuckle down. If you want to expose these two knuckle, the bottom two knuckle, you're gonna pull your wrist up. But right now, just go straight. Because in the beginning, I don't want you to hurt your wrist by flexing down or up like this. Especially you're hitting against a target, hard target like wooden dummy, you're gonna hurt your wrist. So take it easy and you go straight. You have a punching bag here. Let's go to the wooden dummy. Yeah. Sorry, I have to move you guys around again. Okay, so I would go here. So wrist here, I go here. Okay, 1, 2, elbows down, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your elbow down. Fist right in front of your chest. Boom, boom, forward, forward. Motion is straight line. All you want to do from here, the distance from here to here, boom, boom. And the speed, you want to go from here. Normal speed, normal, all of a sudden, explosive. Normal, acceleration. Normal, accelerate. Normal, faster. Normal, faster. Fast. There you go. So after you do a while, try to combo 1, 2. Then you do a set of maybe 5, 10. Then you do 1, 2, 3. Another 5 or 10. Then you get used to it. You're comfortable with it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So at the beginning, I just go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Once I get used to it, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But most of the time, you try to relax your whole body. From this point, I'm relaxing my body here. Once I get to here, I'm gonna start to flex my muscle. Right? From here, I go here, I clench my fist. Usually, I go from here. My fist is like, just like this. I'm not gonna tighten up. Now, once I get here, then I tense it, I tighten it. See, the other hand, same thing. I come here, then I squeeze it. I come here, then squeeze. Relax, squeeze. Relax, squeeze. Relax, squeeze. Relax, squeeze. Squeeze. See. Eventually, you're gonna get into the cycle of the punch, right? Getting tired, getting old. But no excuses, right? Because like master that like in the 60s, 70, even 80, they're really good, right? So we younger generation, we shouldn't have an excuse for ourselves, right? No problem. I hope it helped you. But the main thing is you have to be smart, okay? So basically somebody bullying you or somebody bullying anyone, which means on the inside, right? They are very weak. You know, they want to prove something. They want to make themselves stronger, right? By picking on the weaker one or something, they think that you weak or whatever, they're gonna pick you on. When I was younger, same thing. I got picked by a bully too. And that's how I start learning martial arts, right? I mean, when first time when I was in Canada, I went into grade 3 or something like that, yeah. At the end of summer break, I was playing soccer, right? And because, you know, then that time I'm Asian, right? I'm just a kid from Asian, just come from Vietnam. And in that school, it's all like, I think they are Polish or something, Poland, right? All like, at that time, we're just kids, you know. After school, we play soccer, and you know, somehow I play okay. You know, they get, I don't know, a bit of out of hand, and I don't know for what reason. They just pick on me and just beat me up, and 4 guys picking up on me, and I don't know anything, right? And that time was just a kid, you know, 8, 9 years old kid, got my butt kicked, and then from there, like my uncle said, you know what? You gotta learn like martial art to defend yourself and this, so that you have confidence to stand up for yourself, you know. So ever since then, I take taekwondo up until like I am 2nd degree black belt, right? But I never seem to have any fight after then, you know. Anything you just have to solve it verbally, right? Like now, sometimes the thing is with martial art, it gives us the confidence, the discipline to train, right? To have the confidence inside out, right? Doesn't mean we take martial art, it's okay, I'm gonna kick your butt now, I'm gonna revenge, you know, you whatever you do, I'm gonna try to kick your butt back again. You know, that's not mentality you want, right? But after you learn for a while, you have that confidence in yourself. Once you get up to the level, you say, oh, you know what, I can just, you know, I can just kick your butt, whatever, you know, but I know the right way, I'm not doing it, so please don't bother me. Inside your head, you're saying that, right? You have the confidence to say that, right? Stand up for that, then you'll be just fine. But you gotta train really hard. You gotta train, right? Sometimes you think about it, okay, right? This guy bullying you, whatever, right? You're gonna practice and you're gonna put all your anger. Sometimes you have to throw a punch. Sometimes you have to put your anger, to release your anger into a punching bag, into training equipment, into party kickings, right? So that you release that bad energy that stay within you, right? So that you get rid of that energy, and then you become more confident, you become more open-minded, and you're gonna feel better about yourself, right? Of course, you're gonna, if they come bully again, you know the moves, you know what to do, but you get yourself strong enough, right? And it's also depend on the situation, right? Whether they're one of them, whether they're 3 of them, right? You cannot take on like 2 or 3 of them, right? You know, but one of them, if around your size, and you have the confidence, you mainly in any situation, if one-on-one, you can stand up for yourself with your confidence, you can solve it verbally. You know what? I don't want any trouble, please. Okay? Please let me go. I don't want any trouble, right? From there, that show your confidence. You look them right into the eyes. But during that time, you have to stay behind, back, far away. Not like you stand here, I don't want any trouble. You're right here, boom, they hit you in the face. and then you're gonna like go crying. Okay, you don't want that. You want to stay away like this. Sorry guys, I won't want to change, blah blah blah, whatever. And then you have the confidence to back up and walk away. If they do attack with something, then you use your stuff. You train your stuff. You sharpening it every day. You're confident enough. Then you're gonna like come in. You can either go, boom, elbow the face, or you cover yourself. Sorry. They're going swinging. If they were to swinging in something, just cover your face like this, both face, sort of like covering your face, coming in with your elbow. Okay. That main thing here. Right, cover, come in your elbow, and then you have the knee, right? Or the other one, you can go, boom, kick to the boss. If you have to defend yourself, if not, okay, take it easy, you know. Then, but just careful, just be nice, right? Don't go crazy. So I think like in any situation, the best thing is like to solve it verbally, right? If it's from school or something, you tell your parents. The parents love you the most, right? Don't hide from them. Don't be afraid to tell them. If tell your teacher, tell your principal, tell your like social worker, your whoever, right? You know, tell an adult, right? So you want to be the dragon warrior. All right, then you got to practice like a warrior, right? Of course, in order to be like that, then you have to train really hard. You got to train your butt off. Now, see the way I'm training? You got to train like 5 times as much as me. Like be like stronger and smarter and pretty amazing. All right, then you're going to become a dragon warrior for sure. All right? Yeah, that's the thing. Now you see, sometimes my friend the same thing, right? I got a friend and who was also learning Wing Chun when he was in grade 8. He started taking Wing Chun in grade 8. Now he's also in his 40s right now, so he's pretty good at Wing Chun right now, better than me too, of course, right? And that's one time, like, you know, bullies, guys, you know, bigger, they think they're playing sports, they're bigger, they have more muscle and all that, they pick on him, keep on picking him all the time, you say, teasing him, all that. Like one day he just confident enough to stand up for himself, and he have learned enough material, he can defend himself. He said, no guys, I don't want any trouble, right? But the guy keep on pushing, shuffling like that, all of a sudden he just boom to the face, poop, like that, right? It just all of a sudden, I don't want any trouble. And the guy, you know how friend, they go push you like this, right? Okay, I don't want trouble. If they push you once, you know, right? Once or twice, it's okay. You back up. I don't want to try any trouble. Okay, the third time, right? If they push you again, right? They are unaware the third time. Now see, both of their arms are open, right? That you can just, I don't want any trouble, and guys, blah, blah, blah. If you practice enough, you go, oh, sorry, I don't want trouble. You can just go right here. You can just go punch right in the middle. See, 2 hands open here, push, right? You have the whole thing open. You can like do a hook punch or go, just do a jab to the face or whatever, right? But that kind of hit, you have to hit them strong enough so that they will stop, right? You have to give them a warning, but not like a weak warning. You sort of, okay, I don't want to, boom. You got to be powerful, right? Powerful enough that you give them a nosebleed or something. Now from there they stop, or you knock out one of their tooth or something. But if you just hit like this, and they just hurt a bit, you know, and they're not scared, now then you're in trouble. You better run and go for your help or whatever, right? But if you really want to, like, just, you know, you can take this, whatever, you're confident enough, you back up, I don't want to trouble. They push you once or twice, you can either throw a punch or you can kick to the groin. You go there, boom, right that where they cannot act, and then from there, you assess the situation. If you're kicking too hard, he's down, you're gonna go see, is he okay? Because this kick, if you're practicing enough, the kick from here, you come to the knee, quick enough, right here, into the nuts. Now that's really painful and weak spot, right? Even if you hit just tap slightly in the groin, it hurts a lot. So careful when you do that kind of movement, like weak spot, boom, right there, or you just go right in the nose, but you stop them once, right? Because they're attacking you, right? They're not stopping, they keep on bullying, you give them a warning. First warning, not stopping. Second warning, back up, stopping. Then you gotta start acting. Either they keep on attacking, you step over, okay? You step over here, right here. Remember when we're practicing, step over, cut, right? Step over, boom, right into nose, just to the nose. Just right here, this thing to the nose. That's it, right? Push, push, 1, 2, come over. And then go from there. Or you can even, if you think that they're not harming you, you just come over here and just throw them over here, right? If you're strong enough, of course. If you don't want to hurt them, right? And you think you have the confidence, you think you are strong enough to beat them, so you can just throw them here. Come over, boom, here, okay? So if they go back or whatever, from here, they will be wobbly. They're gonna be like this. If you actually get them, and then they're gonna come back up to you, try to throw a punch or something. So once you're up here, they come back up, you can just do a push kick and they'll be on the floor, right? So there's a lot of situations you can use it, right? But you gotta be flexible, okay? You have to know whether you're confident enough yet to confront them, either verbally or physically. Muay Thai? No, I don't practice Muay Thai, right? But only 1 or 2 moves here and there, not like expert in Muay Thai. Yeah. So here, you just move in, cut, okay? So that's why I show you guys a lot of this movement is coming through the handy and go. Come handy and go. So if you do enough practice, you go here, boom. You block here. This one you can come to the groin right here, right? And then you come back up. So if you're quick enough, you go, what, boom, boom. Or you quick enough, you go, boom, boom, boom. Hit here, then come back fist. So as you practicing repetitively, it become reflection. It become automatic, right? So as soon as come in, boom, 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 right? Boom, 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 right? Boom, boom, boom. Same thing this one. Down, up, boom, right? Boom. So once you, yes, it's Wing Chun. No, I'm no Bruce Lee. Great Master Bruce Lee is legendary. I'm not even like 20 or 30% close to him. So in slow motion. So a lot of shoving, right? So mostly they shove you, they push you like this, or mostly bully. They just like, hold one arm, they hold your legs. They hold your neck like this or whatever, right? So you move over. Or they throw a punch, you move over. Move over from here. Step over to one side. Either your left or right is fine, right? Sorry, readjust again. So from here, they push or stop or whatever. You just from here. Basically here, your arms are here. Sorry, I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble from here. Your arm, you don't even have to move. Sorry, I don't want trying to ball. He push you hard again. You just shift your body over. Here. Right? So even if he throw a punch at you, straight punch or hook punch, you still have your arm here. You're shifting your body over. So the hook punch, they come from here, but you shift it right here directly. Your arms here. See, right from here. Sorry, buddy, I don't want any trouble. Here. Now once you get here, the neck here. Right? Or once you get here, you can come down. You can grab the nuts right here. Right? Grab here or hit or whatever, hammer fist. Right? And if it's still going, then you go here. Right? So, sorry, buddy, you know what? Whatever, I don't have any lunch money, whatever. you know, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't want any trouble. Please forgive me next time. You know, I don't want any trouble. Please let me go. Okay, if not, go boom. Okay, shift body over, arms still up. Okay, not dropping your arms down here. Your arm. Self-defense is like you want to have your arms right in front of you here. Sorry, buddy, I don't want any trouble. So this arm, to keep them away from you, is to your guard, your protection. Okay? If you don't have this, you drop it down. They're gonna hit you here. You're not gonna be able to move fast enough to put up here. No, you won't be fast enough. Trust me. Not even like the best of us be fast enough. If they from here they go boom. So from here, sorry, back up a bit. If not, okay, sorry, I don't want it. Sorry, boom, shift over. Move over, either right or left, but still have your arms up there, and then from there, you chop. As soon as you move, slow motion, step over, hands still up, and change. Okay? Two hand even, you can do with two arms. Right here, sorry buddy, boom. Right? Once you are here, then you can come down. Now this one you can knock on the nuts right here, right? Or you can grab it, whatever it is. Boom. Okay? Now just only one time. If you can get one of those shut, one of those straight either to the face or to the groin, I don't think they will have confidence to bother you next time, right? But then after that, like you gotta be careful and aware, right? But it doesn't come to that situation. You just tell your parents first, tell the adult first, your teacher, your counselor, your principal, your vice principal, tell the adult first, okay? So let them know and they can solve the situation better than us, right? Because we don't want any trouble, okay? All right, boom. That's why I practice, boom. Or even you can go here, boom. Right? Same technique, you can go here, boom. Just like this. Come over, boom. Come over, boom. Or just from here, boom. Push your face. Now, just push your face from here, come push your face. Come block and push your face right away. Go quick, boom, boom, both hand out. Now, once you get the face, if you think that they really threaten your life, right? Whatever, they may draw like a weapon, whatever, I don't know what they have, or you don't know what they have, right? You're suspicious, then you can use your hand like gouging the eyeballs, whatever from here with the face, right? Your fingers, right? Your fingers pretty handy, right? You used to play games, right? Practicing your thumbs, your fingers. Now you come to use for self-defense, right? Go here, right? Now here, you got the finger right here, the thumbs poking at the eyes. If you have to defend your life, you go, right? You grab here, right? Once you grab, you can just knee. Or you grab the head and you knee. 1, 2, right? And then you back up, assess the situation. If you hit him, you want to see if the person okay, right? If they okay, and you see that they are not defending themselves, they're really in trouble, please call for help, right? Not be scary and leave them there, very dangerous. You could really injure them and then, you know, things gotta get out of hand. So that's not good, okay? So when you use your force, if you're really strong, right? If you know that your arm and feet could be as a weapon, please think twice before you actually act. You have to defend yourself before you have to use your techniques. Okay, guys, remember that? Anyway, I gotta go. I was supposed to eat like 40 minutes ago. Okay, thank you, guys. I hopefully like some of these hints will help you a bit. But please do even look for more professional way to solve bullying. There's a lot of even better way than the way I'm sharing with you guys. So please look up into that. All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night, guys. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Ok, bye bye mọi người. Nãy giờ mình nói tiếng Anh nhiều quá cho nên mọi người bỏ đi hết rồi. Sorry nha. Để lần sau mình sẽ live nói tiếng Việt nhiều hơn, chia sẻ với mọi người nhiều hơn tiếng Việt nha mọi người. Ok guys, have a good one. Thank you. Bye everyone.